Hi, collective. I feel a deep sense of sadness and grief right now. You may be an empath, so just be careful whose feelings you're actually feeling right now. And whether if that's your own. We have the Temperance card. And then I saved this card because it fell on the floor of the Ten of Cups. And it was for this reading. So Spirit was like, it was upside down, and I was like, I'm not going to look at it. I don't know what it is, honestly, at all. And I'm just going to save it for this reading, for when I have to do it. And so we have the 44 on the timer. And, oops, that's like too much there. Okay, here we go. So, is that better? Yeah, okay, so you can kind of see it. Okay, when I like put it there. But then I love this thing. This light slash, it's supposed to be like a camera holder too, but since I'm not really using my phone right now, at least today, I mean, this makes me look brighter, but can you see? Oh, I guess you can see it. Yeah. Actually, this is cool. So now you can see all the categories. And if you can, I'll just read it. It says life, healing, sunlight, nature, serenity, and spirit. Consecutively. Okay, so I'm going to look at the categories. We also have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I see arguments. There's you kind of walking away. And I feel this may just be like a mentality where you're just like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you're very intuitive and you can pick up when people aren't telling you things. And I think people also recognize that you recognize that they're not telling you something that you need to know. And I think that a lot of this has to do with karmic energies. And let's get a read though on Temperance, Ten of Cups. I feel like you've become your own Ten of Cups. Oops. I went outside and then I like rubbed my face and I didn't wash my hands yet, so just kind of nervous about that, but honestly it's okay. Yeah, so I think, okay, so page 190, it'll say the categories. Oh, wow. So I've been looking to read about all the artists for a while. I've said this on my channel, Fifth Head Slay, but I'm actually proud to present this deck to Thrival. And honestly, all the hard work we've been doing together as the Soul Tribe and the collective, I'm excited to see what you folks think about the channel so far. I know I'm kind of just doing my thing and taking my time with it, but I think that's what makes Thrival cool, because I love both my channels. I feel like they are a little different, because I was like, I do post tarot readings on both, and I do kind of do channel messages on both, but I think the difference between Fifth Head Slay and Thrival is that on Thrival, I feel like there's this optimism that is very singular. Like, it's a very independent energy. It's not very it's very focused and driven. And Fifth Head Slay, well, Fifth Head Slay is its own thing, and on Fifth Head Slay I'll kind of talk about kind of the channeled messages we have there and why it's important and why Fifth Head Slay is important. But for Thrival, I feel like this channel is important because it's that kind of alignment with oneself. That's what I really love about. It's kind of like it's kind of that independent energy that is very like, yo, like, no matter what's in this reading, like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like Thrival is. And it's very, like, sure of itself. Like, if it's doing well, like, I think so the reason, I guess I'll just say, the reason I liked the word Thrival was because I wanted people to realize it doesn't matter, because people always say you're thriving or you're surviving. And I wanted Thrival to, like, negate that, like, farce. Is that the right word? False myth? Farce? I don't know. But basically, I wanted to, like, negate and just put in, like, a new perspective on Thrival, because I feel like healing in itself is non-linear. So basically saying, like, you're either surviving or thriving, it's a very polarizing mentality. And that's how Thrival actually came about, was realizing, like, we are non-linear in our healing. So why wouldn't we be in our lifetimes, you know? Depending on if you believe on past, you know. But that's what I wanted to, like, bring to this channel, was that independent energy and that alignment with oneself. So that's kind of like the deal with that. So that's good. So now we'll just continue on to the next segment of the video. But anyway, I found out that there are all these, like, artists in here that are for the Pride Tarot deck that I didn't even see, and I've been wanting to well, I'll talk about that, I guess, at another time, but basically it's just exciting to see that. So anyway, that was really cool. I want to, like, just make sure we, like, we move to this part. Okay, so that's over. So basically, so yeah, with the Temperance and the Ten of Cups, I just feel like because you're in Temperance energy right now, you find that your faith in the belief system that you've always held within you, but you're shining through with that now. It's showing true colors of who you really are, collective. And so that's what I wanted to say, is that for the Thrival Collective right now, you are your own Ten of Cups, okay? And you might be a gender fluid person, because, okay, so the reason I love this card is because you literally can't tell what gender each person is in this card. And they're just so nurturing and loving in this card that it's just hard to pass by this card and just go, like, whatever, you know, because it's such a beautiful card. And obviously the rainbow above it is just so representative of LGBTQ fighting for rights. I also love the kind of, I don't drink myself, but I do love the kind of like the wine/champagne. I think it's more like wine glasses on top, but I just love the kind of it's like celebratory in nature, right? So it's like goblets, whatever you want to use. Hey, like, you can drink juice. I'd drink juice from a goblet. I probably have. I don't know if, like, the last time I did it, but I probably have. But anyway, we're gonna pull from the Children of Cosmos Oracle. This one seemed to, oh my god, this one always wants to come out. Wisdom from the Stars. Yeah, like, I just think you're being, like, you have this innate knowledge. And then again, it's like so Thrival, right? It's so Thrival. But it is so Thrival right now. And I'm feeling hard Leo energy. Right now. Take it as it resonates. So we'll get into, like, your person actually and stuff. Do I want to pull another card? Maybe I'll pull from the 7 energies. See what's going on with that. But we'll see. So yeah, let's pull for, I feel like the 7 energies is a good place. We have Call of the Muse. So there might be someone in your life kind of inspiring you and pushing you in the right direction. and we have perfect harmony. So I was just going to do a reading about your, but I just feel like this is honestly like you're in perfect harmony with the universal entities and spirits at the moment, like God, and things like that. And the computer just timed out, but I just want to push it back in or pull it back. Oh my god, I don't know what's the term. Push and I'm just thinking push and pull for some reason. So not in like a sexy way, but like that was like my immediate like fear. I was like, that sounded super sexy. But anyway, who cares, right? Anyway, telepathy. So your telepathic skills are increasing, and as soon as I said that, the psychic obelisks like literally made a sound and was like, yo. And so it's just one of those things where I think you're remembering and realizing like, hey, I really am this powerful being and stuff like that. But I want to get a read on your person right now and kind of where they're at with things, because I'm going to pull from the Mahogany Tarot deck first, and then we will pull from, oh yeah, and I just noticed a lot of beverages in the Pride Tarot pulls. So you might be thirsty for knowledge about your own community, like your LGBT community. You kind of want to connect with them more, but maybe you're kind of like growing and learning right now, which is totally cool. You might be LGBTQ and really proud and out and open, which is also awesome. And maybe you're like also celebrating or about to celebrate or something like that. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which came out in reverse, and the 8 of Swords, which came out in reverse. So that was at the split. We'll take those out, and then I'm gonna do a shuffle of the deck. So yeah, I feel like kind of the weaponry and stuff is down. The feeling of sense of loss, like a feeling lost, is gone as well. We have the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, exactly. So I feel like, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well. So already I feel as though you are the King of Cups energy right now. You might be a Pisces, Scorpio. We had 12-12 on the timer, or a water sign in general. But Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I'm feeling all 3, honestly, in the reading. And if you are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, love y'all energies, because y'all are sick. Honestly, I'm a Cancer, sun in my first chart, and I have a lot of water in my soul chart, which is the D9 chart. I've said this on one of my other, actually, not on, no. Well, I'm just gonna, so basically there's your first chart in the Vedic system, right? Which is like your, yeah, it has like, it's supposed to represent kind of like, almost like your, I would say like your rising sign. It's kind of like the rising sign of charts, where it's kind of like your outwardness and who you are. And your D9 chart is kind of more who you are in your soul's essence. That's kind of how I describe it. Like sometimes people's first charts definitely do resonate in a big sense to them, and so like it depends on kind of the situation and things like that, right, traditionally. But the D9 chart is kind of your soul chart. It represents kind of who, and I have a lot of water in my D9. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so that's kind of just what I wanted to point out as well. So I definitely feel like there was somebody trying like black magic on you at some point. And then it backfired, of course, because you are, again, in Temperance energy. So it doesn't really matter, honestly, what they try to do. Yeah. So I have, I got confirmation on the back of, okay, so I feel like both you and your twin flame have dealt with these karmic energies, and they want 1414 on the timer. They want you to send a sign to them. However, I feel you're kind of separated, actually. So, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying you both kind of were going through that, and so they were saying, can you send me a sign? And I didn't know you loved me so much. Again, I feel like this is just them, like, understanding now where you were coming from. But yeah, we have, can you send me a sign? And I didn't know you loved me so much. We also have 1111 on one of the cards, so a twin flame sign. And I think this is also just the general collective's like high vibrational essence, like just hitting the nerves of a lot of people around them in a very triggering, but like it's powerful. It's powerful. It's like boom, like it's out there. And then I'm working on myself for us. Because of my flaws, please don't give up on yourself. So basically, they're letting you know that they hurt you very bad. And they're trying to make up for that right now, and they don't really understand fully what's expected of them, but they're trying to figure that out, and they're moving towards you. And then we have my actions will speak in 3 to 6 months. So in 3 to 6 months, I feel like they'll be taking action. And don't be so frowning about this as well, because it's easy to just get lost in the sauce. And also know, like, they are already taking action. It's just that this card just means, like, 3 to 6 months, like, it'll be, like, extremely prominent. You're gonna think, like, oh, wow, like, they're taking action right now. But in 3 to 6 months, you're gonna be like, wow, and just, yeah, I mean, this is something we all struggle with. Not just you, collective, like, all of us, honestly. That we often forget that our manifestations are quite powerful and can actually be manifested in our real lives, right? So it's just something to not be so shy about, but also just remember that, like, they do happen. So just expect the unexpected, in a great way. Because I feel like some of you, when I say that, it's like, oh, like, what then? But no, it's not like that. It's like all the things that you want to happen are actually going to. And then I have truly never experienced this intensity in love. So again, another twin flame card, like we are both shattered and picking up the pieces. So they're not doing so hot without you, just so you know. Like, even though it may look like after you, I feel like you came back. This is the feeling that I'm getting. She shattered you, right? They shattered you, right? And then you walked away, but you came back around the bend to see what was up, like, because I think they confused the hell out of you. There was no communication, anything like that. Let's see what card comes out, honestly. Yeah, we have the 3 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you realize that they can't hurt you, but you had to go through this experience to realize that. And I definitely feel that 2 of Cups upright. Yeah, and the reason they can't hurt you, Queen of Cups and 3 of Cups. These are beautiful cards. So we have the 2 of Cups. It's almost like 2-3 Queen. I love that. That's why I think that this heartbreak, because I feel definitely grief, loss, and pain. But I think what the 3 of Swords is representing here is that within that grief, loss, and pain, you're realizing the grief, loss, and pain is actually beautifully enhancing your abundant spirituality practices and beyond. And you're actually becoming an independent, strong, I heard independent, strong girl. So I may be talking to a cis girl who's becoming like more of a woman. I may be talking to a cis man who's becoming more, I heard like flamboyant. So I feel like maybe you're a queer person who hasn't really come out of their shell. But yeah, beautiful energy. And those two things can like be attracted to each other. Like, so I wouldn't put it past like if you consider yourself like one of those things, or it's more complicated than that. Like, maybe one of those things is you, and maybe one of those things is your person. But or maybe it's not either of those things, but that's just kind of what I'm picking up. So just take what resonates. With this Queen of Cups, you really do love each other. There's no doubt about that. 2 of Cups also means you want to be together with this person, which I think scares the living daylights out of you. We have the Three of Cups, which means not only do you want to celebrate with this person, but you also want to have a community kind of surrounding your love as well, supportive of your love, not just surrounding it in a karmic way, which I feel like a lot of your love lives prior to meeting this person were like that. So I feel like this time you kind of want it more fair and square, I'm hearing, where it's like this community kind of surrounds you and you and this union, as opposed to one-sidedness of maybe like your person getting all the attention and the computer just shut off. Yeah, but I feel like that's indicative. It's almost like shutting the lights off on you. So this time you want community, you want to be understood, you want these things, right? And you deserve them. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Hells yeah. Like, whatever you want to say. Like, this is illustrated by Liz Huston. And yeah, I just feel like you're not bound anymore. I don't know if you can see this, but there you go. That's kind of super bright, but let's see. That's better. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. Oh, that's perfect light. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, it's the Eight of Swords in reverse. So we have the Emperor in reverse. So yeah, I don't feel as though I want to get a good read on this, actually. Pride Tarot. Maybe I'm picking up this means like compromise. Like maybe you both are extremely masculine and that was causing like a lot of conflict. Depending, even if you are like a female or like a queer person who is a like trans female or trans male or non-binary person, and maybe your person is like cis or queer, non-binary. I can see the moon from here, actually. And we are coming up on the August 12th full moon, which is Cancer season. And yeah, I just feel as though it's a really cool time. But let's check this Emperor in reverse. Everything is fluid. That's another channeled message that I'm picking up from Spirit. I feel like if you're a water sign, like this is Cancer season, and definitely like if you're a Cancer, I mean Scorpio or Pisces, like if you're Cancer especially, like enjoy this time, because I feel like especially if you follow a lot of like the tropical YouTubers and stuff like that, which are really cool, because you know I celebrated it like when I remembered that it was Lionsgate portal, but it is still Cancer. So if you don't follow a lot of like the tropical, or you don't want to necessarily follow them, like understand that Cancer season is still here. So yeah, like follow that, nurture that, know yourself, be with you, like everything, you know. So yeah. Oh, well, it fell on the Two of Cups. Is about establishing connections and partnership. On this card, we see a loving couple holding hand. So I feel like you might marry this person. Both of them embody a mix of masculine and feminine elements. And I think that dates back to like the Emperor in reverse, right? I feel like both of you were extremely masculine before, and now you're peaceful and more balanced with yourselves. I think it was almost like a competition where you're trying to prove like who can outsmart the other person. And then you realize these like games aren't really serving anyone's interests, honestly. So, and I pick up that the karmic energies have left the scenario because they were kind of seeing, okay, wow, these people, they actually really do love each other. It's not just some game or charade. Although there is definitely a person in the mix that has trouble admitting this, maybe to your face, I think this person has dealt with a lot of rejection in the past, even by their own, even by their own past people and things like that. So I think what they're doing now with you is understanding how you truly and genuinely do love them. And they're trying to leave the karmics behind in terms of just as memories. And they know that you're doing this too. And it's extremely hard for both of you. I honestly want to pull like this. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like the manifestation is it's the direction of it is changing, which is extremely powerful. I don't think anybody honestly saw this happening or the world changing. But collective, I just want you to know that that's how powerful you really actually are. You can change the world, and you can suit it to, and it's not selfish to understand that you do actually have a voice, and you are part of the collective. You are part of this twin flame journey, and you are part of the general universal collective of the soul tribe, and you matter. Like, your voice matters, and you are a human, and you're a person. And if I'm talking to like a person of color or a queer person, especially like a trans person, just know like you're so beautiful. You're so fucking physically attractive, but also like you're attractive on the inside, like in a way that nobody's honestly probably experienced when you experience all this hurt. And now it's changing. It's all changing. I just saw through the corner of my eye 2333 or something. Anyway, so that's the reading. Okay, so bless.